All right, welcome everyone to episode 5 of the Discovery Educator Network Summer Institute podcast. We're on the line here today. We have 5 wonderful panelists, including our co-host Lindsay Morhart. Lindsay, welcome.
Thank you.
So what we're going to do here is going to introduce you to our guests today. They're just going to tell you who they are, where they're from, what they do, and the number of times they've been to Summer Institute. So we're going to start with Robin first. Robin, take it away.
I'm Robin Martin. I'm from Pennsylvania.
All right, welcome everyone to episode 5 of the Discovery Educator Network Summer Institute podcast. We're on the line here today. We have 5 wonderful panelists, including our co-host Lindsay Morhart. All right, Robin, you're gonna have to close Google Plus in the background there. That's what's going on there. All right, Monique, I'm gonna jump it over to you while Robin is doing that. Hold on, Monique. All right, Monique, go ahead, go for it.
I'm Monique Liles. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I've been to 3 summer institutes, and I'm an earth science teacher at Babb Middle School.
All right. Robin, we'll go back over to you.
Sorry about that technical difficulty. Robin Martin from Pennsylvania. Been in teaching 39 years, and this is my 5th summer institute.
All right. Lindsay? All right, Lindsay is having some technical difficulties with Lindsay. We'll go over to Julie.
Hi, I'm Julie Wenger, and this will be my 9th year to teach. I've taught 1st and 2nd, and this year I'll be teaching 5th at a new school here in Texas.
All right. Jill?
My name is Jill Boychuk, and I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba. And I teach grade 3 at École Robert Browning. And I've been teaching for 10 years, and this will be my 2nd summer institute.
All right. Let's try back Lindsay again. Still issues with Lindsay. All right. We'll move on, and maybe I can get Lindsay going. All right, try again, Lindsay.
Is it working now?
Yep, we got you.
Woo!
Does this work? Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Lindsay.
Okay. Hey, I'm Lindsay Morhart. I'm from Moose Jaw.
This will be my 3rd summer institute, and how long I've been teaching. This will be the start of my 13th year, and I don't know what I'll be teaching next year, but I am the vice principal and a bunch of other stuff.
All right. Well, welcome one and all to the podcast. Thank you for joining us today. And thank you to Discovery Education for the opportunity to have this podcast and for the Summer Institute. Many people have said it's the best PD you can get, and I am definitely a firm believer of that. All right, let's start with you, Robin. What is your big aha or one takeaway that you've gotten from a Summer Institute in the past?
Well, there's so many, it's really hard to narrow it down. I take tons of notes and bring all of those notes back to the teachers, but definitely some ideas on how to incorporate some of the new Discovery tools into our classrooms. I'm in a middle school, so it's a wide variety of tools that we get to use. So I'm looking forward to exploring Word Builder a little bit more, but just there's new stuff every year.
All right. Monique?
The biggest takeaway I have is, in addition to all the tools, is just the energy. Summer Institute always energizes me, so I'm ready to go back to work and implement all these things and share with my colleagues and my students, and that's the biggest thing that I take away from Summer Institute every year. It's just energizing.
All right. Jill?
I would have to say the energy as well, and the tools that Discovery has to have, or sorry, that Discovery offers, and meeting the people and making that PLN and keeping that going throughout the year.
Right. Lindsay?
Yeah, I'd have to second what everyone is saying about the stuff that you take. I mean, the actual tools and the learning, but I think the biggest takeaway that I've had is the people, because Discovery just connects you with the most amazing people and the chance to collaborate with so many different great minds from wherever. It's awesome.
Yeah, I would definitely second what Lindsay's saying there. The biggest takeaway I had was for sure the people. I mean, some of my best friends now have come from Discovery, and so it really is just a great place to meet a lot of new people. All right, Julie.
This will be my first year to go to DENSI, and I met some of the people at a conference in Texas in Austin in February, and so that's kind of what got me going on that. So I can't wait to get more of what I found there.
All right. Any big questions you have so far?
No, it's still going to be overwhelming.
One of our experienced summer institutors, can you talk about the overwhelming feeling that you get when you first arrive and how to maybe overcome that?
Well, you can't overcome it. You just have to take it all in. You know, at first you'll look around and you'll see it looks like a family reunion. People hugging each other, how you doing, haven't seen you in a year, what's new, how are your kids, your job. But, you know, give them about 10 seconds and then they'll warmly greet you to be part of the group. So, yeah, at first you feel like, oh, I've walked into a family reunion and I don't know anybody here. But that takes about 10 seconds until you know almost everyone.
Sure. Let's go to Jill. Can you talk about kind of the Discovery family and the family reunion feel and just how everyone kind of, your experiences with that?
Well, this being my second year, I'm excited to go because at least I'll know people, and but I did feel overwhelmed at the beginning last year because I didn't know anybody and being shy and not really super outgoing or out there. But I'm excited to see everyone. I don't know.
Monique, as someone who's attended multiple summer institutes, how have they changed throughout the years? What's kind of a constant that you've seen that's always been there?
The constant that's always been there is the wonderful people. Everybody is so nice. It's really a family feeling. Even if you're kind of shy like I am, you can't be that way for long. You're going to be active and involved in things. And every year there's new tools. There's something new to learn, something new to implement when you go back to school. So that is the thing that I've noticed with each year.
Right. And Lindsay, coming from the admin side, what are kind of some of the things that you've been able to take away from Summer Institute that you can not necessarily bring back to your teachers, but from that side?
Well, being an admin, it's nice because we're considered instructional leaders, right? So it's great for me to be able to go back, and I've been able to work in my entire division helping teachers implement different tools, different strategies. So for me, that's great. And, you know, it's good, too, because I still teach, right? So a lot of the stuff that I learn, I can still implement on a daily basis in my classroom.
Right. Okay, Julie.
Yes.
Your turn again. All right, so you kind of heard some of the things that have been going on. Are you a oh, is that a dog going? Mm-hmm. Would you describe yourself, Julie, as one who gets along with others easily?
Yes, I hope so. I hope that's what others say.
Well, I think you're gonna fit in just fine. You know, a couple of our panelists tonight mentioned this, that you know it can be very overwhelming when you first get in there, but just find kind of one person and start bugging that one person, and then that one person will introduce you to another person, then another person, then another person. So just
all right, Brandon, I'll hop out. My meeting's starting.
All right, thank you, Lindsay, for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye, Lindsay.
Bye.
Bye, Lindsay.
All right, has anyone been to Tennessee?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, share some Tennessee experiences that people might look forward to.
I've been to Nashville one time, and the only place I went was the Wild Horse Saloon, and it was great entertainment. So I'm kind of looking forward to some of that entertainment, Southern hospitality, and kind of exploring a new city with some of my friends that I just see once a year. If you like country music, or you know, it's going to be a great time.
All right.
And good food too.
Any other Tennessee visitors?
Mm-hmm. I've been.
Go ahead, Monique.
There's a lot of culture. It's a lot of great music and great kind of local culture. Even if you're not into country music, there's a lot to do. So I'm sure that just as every year with DEN Summer Institute, we'll get to see a lot of things. When you go to Summer Institute, you get to experience that city kind of in a way that's different than you would if you were to go by yourself on vacation, because you get that whole discovery education experience. So it's wonderful. So I'm looking forward to some of the things that we're going to see and do in Nashville.
All right.
Where we're staying at Vanderbilt, there's a little strip area nearby that's got a place called Pancake Pantry that's really good, and then a couple of little yogurt and coffee shops near there. So it's within walking distance of some pretty fun little shops and restaurants.
So Julie, you sound like the person to go to for like all the be there.
Yeah, I'll be where the party is.
Put that on Edmodo so people know about the Pancake House.
There you go. Jill, have you been to Tennessee before?
I haven't been.
What's one thing you're maybe looking forward to?
Oh, everything. I'm excited to go to Nashville for the music and for DENSI, but for the Summer Institute for sure. But yeah, I love music, so.
We've been talking to some people about Nashville, and they're saying that it's going to be very warm, so dress accordingly. Julie, as a new person, attendee, a bit of advice is to bring stuff to charge your devices with. Don't leave your charger at home, or else I'm sure someone will offer you one if you don't have one. But and maybe a power strip. You'd be pretty popular if you brought one of those as well. All right,
I'll bring two.
There you go, double the popularity. I want to talk about the one of the evenings. That's the music night where you're dressing up, the social night. Does anyone want to share anything about their music costume, that they're kind of the costume for that night? Anything to share? Any spoilers about what you might be pulling off this year?
I'm still stumped about trying to find something for that costume. This is a challenge.
Agreed.
Yeah, but the sillier the better. That's for sure. That's and don't feel like you'll be the only one dressing up. If you feel you're silly, there'll be 20 people that will.
Yeah, there'll definitely be a lot of silly people dressing up, and if you think it's what you're gonna wear is ridiculous, I guarantee you there's someone that will probably be wearing something more ridiculous too. So don't have any concerns about the costume there, Julie.
Okay.
All right, I just want to get real quick before we're almost out of time here tonight, but just get real quick. What is your story? What is your DEN story? How did you first hear about Summer Institute? And I'll start this time with Jill and go across and finish up with Robin. But how did you first apply to Summer Institute? What made you want to apply? And kind of along those lines. Jill?
Dean Shirasky introduced me to it and encouraged me to apply last year. He's pretty much guided me throughout my entire DEN journey. I started using the DEN and Discovery prior to that, but he was the one that introduced me to all of you.
All right, Julie?
When I went to the conference in February, all I knew about Discovery Education was Magic School Bus and Reading Rainbow. And so after that, I went to Steve Dimbo's Storytelling for the YouTube Generation, and I went to some Hall Davidson things, and I went to a couple of other ones, and then I took what I knew there back to my team and started showing them about Board Builder and things like that. And I knew that I wanted to go to DENSI, so then I had to figure out how to get to be on that list, and so then I had to be a DEN Star, so I had to submit the things for DEN Star and get that in time, and then I got the DENSI application and filled that out, and now I'm going to Nashville this summer.
All right. Monique?
I found out about it when I started with the LC a few years ago. I was one of the people who started the LC for Georgia when we had the state LCs. And as a member of the LC, they invited us to the LC Symposium in Boston. So that was how I found out about Summer Institute, and then I went to the one in San Diego the next year, and I've applied every year since. It's just a wonderful experience, and I just kind of found out it by being active in the Leadership Council.
All right. And Robin.
My first introduction to Discovery was through a video workshop at one of our county IUs. And unbeknownst to me, half the people in the room were already DEN stars. And I knew nobody when I arrived at the workshop, but by the end of the workshop, they had introduced me to, what a DEN star was and how to become active. And I think I jumped right into becoming, and it's really been a blast. So now people are having experiences everywhere. And I will say, Julie, if you've been to Steve Zembo's session and Hall Davidson's, you're in for 5 days of that. From 8 in the morning till 10 or 11 at night. Every day you're going to be exhausted.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a great point, Robin. One of the things, Julie, people are saying is make sure you get your rest beforehand because trying to catch up on your sleep for 3 months down the line. All right, well, thank you all for joining us tonight. I want to give you all an opportunity. Just kind of have one last, if you want to say anything before we go here tonight. Again, I'll start with Jill, then Julie, Monique, and Robin. Anything you want to add before we get to the evening? Jill?
I'm excited to see everyone, and thank you to Discovery for the opportunity and for my golden ticket.
Julie?
Yeah, I'm excited about meeting new people, and I already feel very welcome. And it amazes me how much Discovery Education is doing. And every time I go online and find new things, I'm just floored by how much they have their hand in. And anyway, I feel very fortunate to be able to go to Nashville this summer to learn, and only have to pay my way there and back.
Monique?
I may not leave.
Monique?
I'm just really excited. I'd like to thank Discovery Education for providing this wonderful opportunity, and I can't wait to see everybody at DENSI.
All right. Robin?
And, yeah, I have to kind of agree with what everyone said. Looking forward to going to a new city and learning a little bit about Nashville and certainly meeting everybody who's going to be new this year. Julie, don't feel like you have to take notes and write down every website because there will be people keeping track of all this, and it'll all be on a Google Doc. So don't get overwhelmed with that part either.
Yeah.
So, forward to meeting you in person.
Awesome. Yeah, Julie, there's all the resources are definitely posted, so don't feel like you have to type like crazy or write like crazy. Okay. Thank you, Robin, for that point. All right, well, thank you all for joining us tonight, and thank you, Lindsay, who had to head out early, for joining us as well, and thank you everyone who has watched the podcast. We will see you next time. Have a good night.
Thanks.